Let's talk about negging. Let's talk about negging in dating. Let's talk about negging in relationships. Let's just get into negging. I've been meaning to have this conversation. I saw this weird ass video. I'm gonna play it for you guys towards the end, so stick around for that. It's very interesting to say the least. But first, let's get into what negging is.
What is negging in dating? Negging is a type of emotional manipulation. When somebody gives backhanded compliments and comments and insults the other person and tries to disguise them as constructive criticism. What it does is it makes somebody feel vulnerable and question themselves. People that neg usually have really low self-esteem. They feel like they need to put somebody else down so that other person is constantly trying to seek their approval, and that makes them have some self-worth. Some examples include, wow, I'm surprised you're as funny as my ex. You're a lot smarter than I thought you would be. Your best friend is in great shape. You should take some advice from her. You're so pretty when you have makeup on. If you are ever involved with somebody who's doing this, it's time for you to run as fast as fucking possible. Nothing you do is going to change them. It's only going to add fuel to the fire.
So, negging, essentially, to add on to all of that, other examples would look like, to me, when men collectively or not collectively, but like how there's this like push for men to be like, oh, I like natural women. I don't like women in makeup and so on and so forth. To me, that all falls in the same vein as negging. To me, without a doubt. Anytime I hear men say that they love natural women, and they try to be like, I love natural women, and act like it like they just don't understand why women wear makeup. Like, it's as soon as you say that, I instantly know that you're just trying to manipulate women as a group. It looks different. Negging looks different when you talk about it in general. When you talk about or when you try to do it to a group of people, it's not going to look the same. You know what I'm saying? Often. It's sometimes it could look different. And I'm going to show you guys how men are like collectively trying to gaslight women into believing that men actually don't like the unnatural look. You know what I'm saying? I remember what's his name? Kendrick Lamar got that famous line in Damn where he was like, show me something natural like Afro and Richard Pryor, show me something natural like ass with them stretch marks. Like, to me, I just don't think men should ever talk about like their preferences of women. I don't. I'll be honest with you, and you guys like hear me out. Because of the power dynamic that exists between men and women, I don't think men should ever tell women one way or the other what they like or what they don't like. You can have your preferences. You can prefer a woman to not wear makeup. You could prefer a woman to not have implants or injections or whatever else, right? You could prefer that. I don't think you could prefer a 400-pound woman. You could prefer a 300-pound woman. What I don't like is when you guys vocalize your preferences, because when you do, inadvertently or advertently, you are downing the other group of people because of the power dynamics, right? So when you say that you want something natural like Afro and Richard Pryor, I get what you're like. I get that personally. You're like, yeah, I cannot do without weaves. I can do without, like, I don't need a woman with a weave. But listen to me. How is that any different than a man that is negging a woman? Like, it doesn't, like, I get that you don't like weaves. I get that. But why do you need to tell women collectively that you don't like weaves? You know what I'm saying? Who fucking cares? You're not like, because naturally beautiful women aren't and I'm saying, when I say naturally beauty, I'm sorry. I mean, women, like, think Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys didn't wear makeup for however long she didn't wear makeup, right? Alicia Keys is one of the most attractive people on the face of the planet. Okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you saying, like, when I hear men say like, oh, I don't need a woman to wear makeup or whatever, I'm like, okay, like, you're basically saying if she looks like Alicia Keys. You dig what I'm saying? Like, and then like, and then you're like knocking every woman that doesn't naturally look like Alicia Keys. And to me, because we all know that men in general don't give a fuck about women wearing makeup, and they actually are more attracted to women who have on makeup, right? Because men don't know when women have on makeup, by the way. Men are not consciously attracted to makeup. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that men know women have on makeup and they go, oh, she has on a lot of makeup, I like her. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying men are attracted to the aesthetics that makeup creates. They are attracted to that. So when they try to get up there and then say like, oh, I don't like women in makeup, I'm like, but you do. You just don't know that these women have on makeup. You dig what I'm saying? And then when you see a woman like Alicia Keys not wear makeup, and I'm like, Alicia Keys is rich and famous and beautiful, right? Like deadly combination, right? You are comparing her to working class women every single day. You're comparing, objectively speaking, a top 5%, 1% most attractive people on the planet to the general population. Like, I don't want to be compared to fucking Jason Momoa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not fucking Jason Momoa. I'm not rich. I'm not famous. I'm not 6'9". I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that that's wild. Like, I'm attractive in my own right. He's attractive in his own right. But it would be wild if women were like coming out here and being on some like, yeah, I just really want like a 6'5" chiseled god from the ocean. Like, and I know you guys are going to say women do that. They don't. Collectively, women aren't doing that. They're not shaming us. Instead, they're saying they prefer dad bods and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? But because of this vacuum, this power dynamic, this fucked up, this imbalance of power, when men say that, it just comes off as you're trying to like talk shit about this one group. You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to talk shit about one group, or you're trying to like gaslight a group into lowering their standards, or giving you a chance because you're just so into them, like whatever it may be, when in reality you're just a guy. You don't know what makeup looks like. You don't know what BBLs look like. You don't know when women have fake breasts. You don't know when women have lip fillers. You don't know when women have Botox. You don't know. You don't know any of this shit. So shut the fuck up about it. Shut the fuck up about it. That's all I'm saying.
Like women who wear makeup. I don't like women who wear makeup.
Do you not?
I like natural.
Even natural women.
See, it's like that laugh, that goofy ass laugh, that extra shit. He's clearly trying to overcompensate. Like, it's not that serious. Like, you can just say you prefer women who don't wear makeup. You can't say you don't like women that wear makeup, or you don't like when women wear makeup. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you can say my preference is a woman that doesn't wear that much makeup or makeup at all, right? You can say that. But to try to act like women, when they do wear makeup, they're unattractive, it's asinine. It's just not true. Objectively speaking, it's just not true. You see what I'm saying? Like, so when I see this type of stuff, this isn't a compliment. This isn't like if I were a woman, I wouldn't be like looking at this and be going like, oh, he really likes natural women, I should just not wear my makeup. Like, women are clocking this shit. They're not dumb. They're not dumb because they wear makeup and they wear whatever. They wear unnatural things, whatever you want to say, enhancements. They wear them and they see the reactions that they get. That's all I'm saying. They see the reactions that they get.
I like natural.
Even natural women are wearing makeup. Trust me. You may look.
No. I know the difference between a woman who wear, like, when I saw all that foundation on.
No, I don't like the foundation where it looks like if you put your nail down it and you could roll it into a ball. I wouldn't like that. That's too much foundation. But I like just a little bit, maybe eyeliner. You see when a woman puts on like a bit of eye makeup and you're like, wow, that's made such a difference.
When they wear what's it called, the blush out, the colors hair, it looks
blush out. Doesn't even know.
It's very like
painted on. Yeah, but no one's going to turn around and say it looks like you fucking had a plaster on your face.
I'll tell a woman that. I'll tell her, be honest.
No, you can't.
Why not?
Well, because they'll get offended.
Would you rather someone lie to you?
You're better just letting them realize themselves, because otherwise you're just going to get into an argument about what their face looks like.
Yeah, and I'm saying the natural one looks better.
Yeah, it's like men don't do any makeup.
That right there, the natural one looks better, is negging to me. To me, it's negging. To somebody else, it cannot be. To me, that sounds like negging.
Like, I have to look good naturally, but Charlotte can go out and look good like putting on makeup, making herself look good
You prefer Charlotte with makeup or without makeup?
with makeup.
Do you really?
Well, it's nice. I'm like, wow. No, what do you mean prefer? Okay, don't mince my words now.
But I'm not. I said
No,
prefer.
I said, okay, well, I don't care, actually.
That's the real answer. I don't care. But I know what he was saying. I like my wife with makeup on too. I like her. This is what I'm saying. I don't think it's crazy. That's what enhancements do. I like when my wife wears eyelashes. I think fake eyelashes it enhances her already striking features. She has like the prettiest eyes. It enhances it. I don't think anything's wrong with that. When I get my lineup, it enhances my hair. It's like getting a haircut is an enhancement, right? For men, I'm saying, right? Because I don't wear makeup, but getting an edge up is an enhancement. I don't have to get an edge up. If I let my hair grow, it'll just grow, right? But when I edge it up, it enhances my look. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. My wife wouldn't, she doesn't think I'm unattractive when I don't get my hair edged up. She's never said to me, you're kind of ugly when you like, that's not what it is. But when I get my hair cut, of course I'm more attractive to my wife. That's not like y'all acting like that shit is crazy or dude, men are so stupid. Like men trying to play this down like that's just not a fucking observable. Like that is so obviously the case. Right? We are conditioned to think about beauty in a certain way. We are all conditioned to have certain beauty standards, right? And they vary from culture to culture, city to city, town to town, time to time, I know that, but I'm saying whatever it is in the section and the time that you're in, right? There are enhancements that people, but in this case, women can wear that would make them look more attractive based on those beauty standards. What the fuck are we talking about? What is the big deal? What is the big deal? The big deal is men are just trying to manipulate women into lowering their standards. They don't want the woman to think she's more attractive than she is, right? Also, men are just jealous that women can do all of this stuff, which I find to be hilarious because in the movie Geisha, right? Geisha Girls, I believe, or the Geisha, I think it was Geisha Girls. But in the movie The Geisha Girls, a line in there that stuck with me forever was when it was pain is beauty or beauty is pain. Same thing. Beauty is pain, right? And you saw the rituals that they said it like during these rituals that these women were doing. And you're like, that is fucking crazy. All the things that women do just for, just to be accepted in polite society. I mean, and geishas were different. Of course, it was a different time or whatever. And thank goodness women aren't as oppressed as they were back then. But just like the women do all types of things that make themselves uncomfortable just so they could be considered pretty or be more likable or what, you know what I mean? Or whatever. It's even to themselves. I'm not even saying like for men. I'm just saying like in general, like shaving. Like why do women need to shave but men don't? It's crazy. Why do women need to shave but men don't? Who told us that if a woman has a mustache, she's unattractive, even though women naturally have mustaches often? If women have a little beard, who told us that a little stubble on a woman is unattractive, but on a man it's the sexiest thing in the world? Who told you that? Huh? Who told you that? That's what I'm saying. Like these types of things are like making women go through that type of stuff and putting them like in harm's way oftentimes so that they could just, like be attractive or be accepted in society. I think it's very unfair and toxic. I think it's extremely unfair and toxic for women.
Most of us men and I believe in today's society, we actually dumb down our standards. Yeah. The overhauling of the makeup, don't like the fake eyelashes, don't like the weave. We don't like it, but that's who y'all end up with. No, but
hold on, wait 1 second. This is what I'm saying in real time. Look at this woman. She's extremely attractive. he is saying, like, while I'm looking at this woman right here, he is saying that we don't like that. And I know for a fact, I would bet any amount of money that the man that's saying this stuff thinks that woman sitting right next to him is extremely attractive. I bet he thinks she is as attractive as I think she is. As a man, I'm saying, like, it's obvious she's attractive. He's not looking at her, and when he looked at her, he didn't go, oh, I don't like the lipstick she's wearing. I don't like the eyelashes she's wearing. I don't like the eye makeup, the eyeshadow she's wearing, and I don't like her weave. He didn't say that. He looked at her and said, man, she's attractive. But here he is, while sitting next to this woman, saying all of this stupid ass shit. And why is he saying that? We're going to get to the why. We're going to get more into the why. I've kind of touched on it. But let's keep it going.
But let's be honest. Most men will not say anything. They won't say anything whatsoever. If we're being honest, like when we get in these circles and as men, when we talk, we do not like that stuff. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like we do. We do not. It's just that
I've never, ever, I swear to God, y'all, I've been in a lot of circles speaking to men. I've been in a lot of spaces speaking to men without women around, right? I'm talking about sports, all the locker room talk in the world. I've had my fair share of it. I will tell you right now, I'm going to go on record and tell you, I have never heard one man ever utter the words, I don't really like a woman when she wears makeup. That is not something that men are thinking about or talking about in those spaces. We're not. Like, I don't know what the fuck this dude, he's projecting hard. Like, this is so crazy. And he doesn't even believe it. That's the thing that annoys me. Like, I would be more on y'all team if y'all actually did believe it. Like, if more men actually didn't, went out here and treated women. Look, this is how I know. Okay. This is how I know that men don't think this about all the natural and all of that shit, right? If men care so much about, like, I'll start believing men respect and love natural women, right? When men love and respect older women. When you guys stop ignoring older women, I'll believe that you just like natural women, because it's all connected. I don't know if you guys know this. It's all connected, right? That's what I'm saying, because you should respect a woman aging naturally too. You should respect when women age naturally. You should be able to see beauty in people even when they're older. You shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be like, oh, she's 50 or she's 60 and I'm 25 or I'm 30 or I'm 40 and she's 70 and she's ugly to me or unattractive to me or whatever, simply based on the fact that she's older. If you guys love natural beauty so much, you should still see older women, but instead, this is what is really happening.
And I was mid-sentence answering him, and he turned and started talking to someone else. So I thought, well, what a dick. So I excused myself politely, went to a different group. Same thing happened. I was like, well, it can't be them. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not showing up. Maybe I'm not, got my energy in line. But no, I'm pretty visible. I mean, I have blue hair and glasses, and I'm not a wallflower by any stretch of the imagination. So I started to get curious and observed, and every woman over 60, and some of the men, but mostly the women, were completely ignored and invisible. And I mean, actually invisible. People were not seeing them.
And that's what I'm saying. And I've heard that story many a time, stories like that from older people, specifically older women, though. I'm sure it happens to older men too, right? Because we ignore the elderly, like, whatever. But older women get ignored like hey man, that story about that woman drowning in that pool, that 50-plus-year-old woman drowning in that pool surrounded by men, everything you need to know about men ignoring women. So I don't want to hear you nakers talking about, oh, I just love me a natural woman and that I like the natural women and da-da-da-da-da. And you can't fucking stand an older woman. Shit is crazy. Shit is so crazy. Because if you love women, then you love women, right? If you respect women, then you respect women. right? All women, all age groups, doesn't matter. No. Y'all don't respect women. That's not, all this is a game. All this is a manipulation tactic, right? Now, we have come to the coup de grace, right? This is what men like. This is like the wildest, to me, one of the wildest, like most insidious forms of negging I've seen.
I have a challenge to all women who believe that they are beautiful. I want you to make a video or take a picture with no makeup, no filter. You must take all wig or hair extensions out. No lash.
By the way, this is all coming from a man who has a filter on in this video, never does anything without that hat. I'm pretty sure he takes showers in that hat and gets in the pool in that hat. His beard has so much black dye in it, it's fucking ridiculous. It would turn the ocean black if he went swimming in the Pacific. His glasses cover up his face too. Like, he's just like, he looks like Mr. Potato Head. Like, he looks like he's in a disguise. He looks like he's in witness protection. Like, there's no way that this is a real person's face. There's no way that this dude really cultivated this look to look like this. But he's up here telling women, challenging women, like, if you really think you're beautiful, take all that fake shit out.
No enhancements to your face at all. And post it here on TikTok. I want to see what you guys are behind the mask and behind all of the enhancements. And you know why I want this? Because I believe that you guys inflate your value in your mind with the enhancements.
See? What did I say? See what I'm saying? So the women think and believe that they have value, whatever their value is, right? They think they have a certain level of value, right? And he wants to knock these women down a peg so they don't feel like they have this much value. So he is negging the women, or he wants to neg the women, actually. He hasn't negged the women yet, technically, because he doesn't know what the women look like, right? But he's insinuating right off the rip that you're not as attractive as you think you are.
But without all of the enhancements, that's what men have to wake up beside every single morning. So you think that you're gorgeous? You think that you're beautiful? Everybody's a 10? It's time for a face card check, a real face card check. So will you do it, or are you too scared?
What woman would do this for you, Don P? Who the fuck are you? Who are you to try to be impressed? Like, that's what I'm saying. The unmitigated gall of men like him, that look like him, that are as broke as he is, that are as short as he is, and as round as he is in the belly, but as skinny as he is in the arms and legs. He feels like he can issue this challenge to women, like, hey, you think you're hot stuff? Prove it to me. I'll be the arbiter of what's attractive. I'll decide. And like he said in the video, it's to do what? To get to low women. You think you're up here, you're not. You think you're a 10, you're not. You're really a 7. So settle for me, a 3. How dare you think you're a 10? If you add us together, you're a 10, because I'm a 3 and you're a 7. But settle for me. That's all that's all this game is. It's because how is this healthy? Like, how, let's say women do have an inflated ego, or how does it hurt men? If women think that they're all dimes, right? Because beauty is more than skin deep, obviously. But if women think that they're all beautiful inside and out, let's say in this case, saying on the outside, but the women actually understand beauty and they're talking about it from the inside too, But if the women were to continue to think that they're all dimes, why would that affect men negatively? The only way it affects men is because you don't have access to them. It's like when I used to sell cars, it's like somebody coming to me and being like, I can only afford I have $15,000. And I'm like, great. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's tons of cars that you can buy for $15,000. They're like, no. I want that car. And I'm like, that car costs $43,000. Like, what? Like, I can't. There's no way to do it. And then they get mad at me and be like, oh no, how dare you not sell me that car for $15,000? And then they start saying stuff like, well, you know, that car ain't even that nice. Well, let's say it's a Toyota Camry, and they'll be like, man, I can get a Benz for that price. I've seen it happen 1,000 times. Man, I could get 43. I can get a Jaguar for that price. And I'm like, yeah, you can. Not a new one, but you can get a Jaguar for that price. You know what I mean? Like, it's just all it is a tactic. It's a manipulation tactic that men are trying to use to get women to lower their standards and lower their guards and settle for short, fat, round men such as Don P with weird beards. That's all it is. Clear as day. So to the men that like to tell everybody their preferences and whatnot, don't. We don't care. Nobody cares. It's not helpful. You're not helping women. You're not bigging women up by going out there and being like, show me something natural like Afro and Richard Pryor. You're not. I know it feels good. I know you want to pat yourself on the back. Like, I just told them Afros are beautiful, right? I got it. I get that. Like, trust me. I get that. Right? But based on societal beauty standards, you telling a woman, a black woman, whatever, but because I'm using the Afro in this case, but you telling a woman she could walk outside in her natural state without acknowledging that society has an expectation of women shows your lack of understanding. Like, if a woman shows up to work without her makeup on, she is going to be judged a lot of times. She is. I'm just saying, generally speaking, like, it's a known thing. Like, if a woman comes into work and it looks like her hair is unkept, to them, I'm saying it's a perception. It's a perception. So an Afro in certain spaces looks unkept. You dig what I'm saying? Like to racist white people, it looks unkept. That's where the whole Crown Act comes into play or whatever, right? Because women, black women specifically, they need their natural state needs to be protected, because as of right now, society views those women like, oh, what's that? Oh, Afro. Oh, locks. Why is your hair locked up like that? Like, that's how they look at us. And you can say you don't care and all of that stuff. Like, that's fine for you personally, but you don't know every woman's plight, man. You don't know every woman's struggle. That's what I'm saying. So, like, it's okay to tell your women specifically in your life, but to me, coming out publicly will always look weird. It will always look like you're doing the whole no weaves, no wigs, no lashes. I don't care how you put it. That's ultimately what it boils down to for me every single time. And I just think men should just stay out of women's beauty standards. I just wish we would just leave it alone. Leave women alone. Just leave them alone. Let them dress how they want to dress, wear the makeup they want to wear. I don't give a fuck. Whatever enhancements they want to get, just let them do it, man. Stop having something to say about them, even if you think it is positive. Stop. Just don't. It's better. Trust me. I could be wrong. I would love, leave the comments under. If I'm wrong, if you think that you wish more men would say that out loud, then fine. Leave the comments under the video. I would love to hear it. And I would love to hear a brief explanation as to why. But to me, I'm just like, I'm always weirded out. I always get the ick, so to speak, right? Every single time I hear a man in any capacity talk about women as a whole, as a collective, when they talk about their, like, when they project their preferences onto the whole of women, I cringe every single time. I'm like, ugh, like, why? They didn't need that. Because they're not, like, what they're doing isn't harming anybody. It's not harming them. Them wearing makeup every day, and I'm not beyond the physical. I know you guys are going to say it is physically harm. Like, I'm saying it's not them wearing. You're not telling them not to wear makeup because it's harming them either. By the way, so that's not what it's about. But I'm saying like them wearing makeup though, and them wearing lashes and weaves and wigs and whatever else they want to wear, it's not harming men. Right? Like Don P tried to say, oh, men need to know what they're waking up to in the morning. It's the person that, like, with the makeup on. It's okay. It's okay. If she's good at, look, man, think about it like this. If she's really good at putting on makeup, she's just gonna look that good all the time. Don't worry about it. Like, she's just gonna put on makeup all the time. She's gonna look good all the time. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Who fucking cares though? You trying to act like like women. It's like kind of like how people are with people in the LGBTQIA community when it comes to like disclosure, you know, trying to like force disclosure on them. Like, you should tell me if you're gay. You should tell me. Like, no, no. Until it's safe, no. Until it's safe, I that's weird as fuck to expect them to disclose their preferences, right? Or their identities. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Crazy. And until men stop judging women, until men stop belittling women, then it's shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up about what they wear. Shut the fuck up about their makeups and lashes and all of that shit. Until y'all start really loving and respecting all women, makeup on or not, older women, younger women, doesn't matter, right? Until you stop being fatphobic, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear a peep from y'all. Nothing.